Part 1. The Move-In. Sam Holloway wasn't looking for forever. After his divorce, he needed space and quiet, nothing more. The house on Mirror Lane seemed perfect. 3 bedrooms, fully furnished, rent that barely made sense. It was nestled at the edge of town, surrounded by old trees that swayed even without wind. The realtor, Mrs. Delaney, met him with tired eyes. "It's a peaceful house," she said, "unless you disturb it." He smirked. "Does it come with a ghost?" She didn't laugh. The house was still, too still. Furniture was covered in sheets, the walls pale with age. Sam unpacked and tried to settle in. That night, as wind pressed against the windows, the silence inside grew thick. At 2:14 a.m., he heard a creak overhead. Footsteps. Then, knock, 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 from inside the attic door. Part 2. The attic door. He stood beneath the attic hatch, holding his breath. It hadn't been opened. Dust framed its edges undisturbed. But something had knocked. The next morning, shaken but curious, Sam pulled down the ladder. The attic was dim and cold. Furniture sat draped in white, as if mourning. In the far corner, he found scratch marks carved into the floor. Deep, erratic, as though someone had clawed their way across the boards. Above them, scrawled into the wall. "It knows you're here." A shiver crawled down his spine. He backed away and found an old trunk. Inside were children's toys, a locket, and a brittle black journal. The name on the cover, Eleanor Hale. Part 3. The journal. Sam read by the dim attic light. "Something watches me from the mirror. Each night it comes closer. The children speak to it but don't remember. I nailed the attic door shut. Still it comes. Tonight I heard it say my name. It sounded like me." Suddenly the air changed. Cold. Still. He turned, and in the cracked mirror beside him a figure stood. Pale, stretched, empty-eyed. But behind him? Nothing. The figure in the reflection lifted its hand and waved. Sam ran. Part 4. The Haunting. He locked the attic and slept with the lights on. At 2:14 a.m. the lights flickered. The floor above him creaked, slow, deliberate steps. "Sam." His own voice. Whispered from the ceiling. He stared at the attic hatch. Something scraped above it. In the morning, he found the mirror shattered, its shards spelling 2 words. "Let me in." Part 5. The Face in the Mirror. Sam began to see things. At first in reflections, brief glimpses. A pale figure behind him in the television, in the microwave door, in the bathroom mirror. Always watching. Closer each time. One night, brushing his teeth, he looked up. His reflection didn't move. It smiled. He didn't. Then it whispered. "I'm almost here." Part 6. The History. He returned to the journal. The entries deepened in madness. "It comes through mirrors. Reflections are doors. The more you look, the more it sees you. I covered every mirror, but it still finds ways. My husband let it in. He's not my husband now." The final page, a symbol. A circle with eyes scratched into its edge. Beneath it. "Break the eyes or they open forever." Part 7. The Shadows Stretch. Sam covered every mirror in the house. Sheets, towels, duct tape. The house felt blind, but safe for a while. Then the shadows changed. They grew longer. Moved when he didn't. One night, he turned on a lamp and saw it stretch forward before him, a figure with 2 long arms standing just outside the light. He blinked. It was gone, but the lamp flickered again. Part 8. The Mirror Cracks. He decided to destroy the source. That night, he climbed to the attic with the mirror now uncovered. "I'm not afraid," he said aloud. "You have no power here." But the mirror didn't reflect him. It showed the attic empty until something moved in the background. The reflection zoomed in on itself, like falling into a tunnel of glass. He raised a hammer and struck. The mirror screamed. The sound wasn't in his ears, it was in his bones. Part 9. Through the Glass. The moment the mirror cracked, the attic grew impossibly dark. From the shards came whispers, hundreds of them, children, women, voices that mimicked his own. Then silence. He felt himself pulled forward toward the broken glass. In it, he saw himself trapped behind the cracks. The reflection opened its eyes wide and said, "Your turn." Sam woke on the floor, alone. The mirror was whole again. Part 10. The New Tenant. Weeks passed. Sam stopped sleeping. He forgot things. His reflection didn't always match. Sometimes it blinked too slow, smiled too long. Sometimes it watched him when he left the room. Then one morning, Sam was gone. The house sat quiet. A new listing appeared, charming home on Mirror Lane. Fully furnished. Move-in ready. Just $450 a month. Mrs. Delaney still shows the property. She tells visitors it's a peaceful house. Just don't look too long in the mirrors. Because if you do, You'll see who's waiting. The end.